can't have Howie vision if you're not restructuring contracts. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown-ass man. See, I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man.
Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bedroom.
Let's get rid of Dak. At this point, I'd be happy for Dak to be playing for somebody else. And my team stinks. I agree. Stinks.
They laugh about us. We're a disgrace. We suck.
I am now Philly 500's bitch.
Dallas still stinks. You're right the way, King Dingbat here, and Philly 500 is my name. Double Moonwalker and Mark Holmes is my game. And for those of you that know Eagles preseason, that know Eagles training camp, you know you can't have it without a little bit of Howie vision going on. And that's what exactly we have today, because it ain't Howie vision unless he's restructuring contracts. And that's what we're doing. We're going to get into it in a second, but before we do, two quick announcements. First, those who have the Newsbreak app, those who might want to get the Newsbreak app, go give your boy a follow. Link is in the description. I appreciate it. I shouldn't get censored there too much, but you never know. They've already shut down a couple of my videos. But that's okay. I re-edited it and made it okay. But definitely give your boy a follow there. You won't regret it. Second, today, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I am going to be on Philly the podcast. Joe Castro, my man. I meant to talk about this earlier in my video today, but I forgot. But I'll put the link in the description. Come try to check us out live. If not, definitely watch the replay, sub them up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I always enjoy going over to his channel or hanging out with him or talking with him or doing videos with him. Good guy, works hard. You got to respect the grind. You got to respect it. So give him a follow. Now, and by the way, that's why I didn't go live today. It's because we're going to go live tonight. I had to do a bunch of stuff. You got to have a happy wife or you're not going to have a happy life. So I got to take care of wife. I'm not promoting booties, you know what I'm saying? Smoke a stogie. Although I haven't smoked a cigar in a while. I'm looking forward to at least, 17 during the regular season? Maybe a couple more in the playoffs? Now I'm talking. Victory cigars, baby. Now, what we have going on today, besides the DeVonta Smith injury, which in my last video I was watching, a little surprised by the negativity. People think that it's like some major injury, that he's done, he's a bust. Some of the comments are just crazy to me, okay? But we have that. Then we have the whole Carson Wentz thing of him out 5 to 12 weeks. Hopefully, like 5 weeks and not 12 weeks. I look, even if he misses only 5 games, right? Even if he was back by week 1, I'd have no confidence that the guy could go 13 games this year. I just don't. And for some of the people, I just gotta say this. Nobody has been a bigger fanboy of Carson Wentz than me. I gave him the greatest nickname in the history of nicknames, the North Dakota Assassin. Who could come up with that? I did. I love the guy. But we gotta be honest, man. Guy's hurt every year, and it's just the way it is. He is Mr. Glass right now until he proves us wrong. But anyways, just had to get that off my chest. I love the guy. I'm rooting for him because I want that first round pick. You know what I mean? I like the guy, but he's hurt. But anyways, Eagles news now. So the Eagles did 2 restructures today. The Eagles, and this is coming from Tim McManus. I'm going to read what it says here. The Eagles have restructured the contracts of Derek Barnett and Lane Johnson, according to sources familiar with their thinking. The move frees up cap space this year and can push money into 2022, believed to be part of the overall cap management, not for one specific purpose or player. But they always say that even if there is a plan in place, maybe they want somebody, maybe they want to have space, who knows? But the interesting thing about the Derek Barnett restructure is that by restructuring him and pushing his money one more year, there's a very good possibility that he got it was basically like a mini contract extension that had added one more year to his contract. Now, as far as we are right here as I'm making this video, that was all the details I could find. I haven't seen the specific numbers or what it meant in terms of adding a year. This is just a strong possibility. When I get that information in my next video, I will talk about it. It really just broke right now. I waited a little while, as long as I could, to do this video, looking for more information with that. But that's all that I've been able to find. I am going to do, like I said, the Philly podcast today in about 45 minutes. So I had to do this video now, but I will update you that when I know. However, restructuring Lane Johnson, restructuring Derek Barnett pushes some money to next year. Now, we're going to have cap space next year, like $50-60 million in cap space, okay? However, I'm not a big fan of the restructure game. I'm just not a big fan of all this restructuring all the time. Because what happens is you're just pushing that money down the road. You're just pushing it down the road, and it's just taking cap space. Okay, it just however much is going to be. Let's say it's $8 to $10 million in cap space that the Eagles are going to save. Well, you just push that money one more year, so that's $8 to $10 million next year less that we have. Okay, are the Eagles freeing up space in case they can make a trade? Is there something that could be in the works? You never know. I would prefer, hopefully, if they're going to make this kind of move with the restructuring, I prefer that it's for some sort of trade. That would be better than just doing it to free up cap space, to have cap space. Because personally, I would just trade Derek Barnett. If he loses a Josh Sweat in training camp and he's the backup, I just trade him and save the $10 million. If they cut him, it's $10 million free. There's no dead money hit or anything. Okay, because this was the last year of his contract. This was the pickup part of the contract, right? They picked up the last year of his contract, and there's no dead money. We had the same situation with Nelson Stinkelar a few years ago. So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the restructures. I think that they work in certain situations, right? I like the idea that you build through the draft. And then when you have cap space and you get to the point where you need a player here, a player there, you need a couple players in free agency to put you over the hump, you do it then, okay? And if you manage your cap well, you shouldn't have to be restructuring. And if you need to restructure because you're going for it, if you're going all in, I totally get it. But if you're doing it just so you have space, just hope, I don't know. I mean, it really is going to depend how much is being pushed back. I think Lane Johnson has restructured like quite a few times at this point already. So it's like, I don't know. But it is what it is. I mean, this is what Howie Roseman does. He pushes these contracts back. He restructures them. And, we're eating $54 million in dead cap money this year, This year. So we're going to have some space next year. I don't know that we needed to do it, but they needed cap space for this year. Maybe there's something in the works. Now, I don't want to throw out names like Xavier Howard or people like that, but maybe there's something in the works, and they're, they want to make sure they have space for this year to afford it. That, at least I could understand. At that point, I would go, well, I get the restructure now. Made sense. But just doing it to just have, cap space just in case, trade Zach Ertz. Trade Derek Barnett. You'll have cap space. You'll have plenty of it at that point. So I tend to think when guessing about this situation, I think that they got something up their sleeves. That's just me. I think they got something up their sleeves. I don't know what it is. But it's something that just in case it works out, they have to have the space. They have to have the cap space ready to go. So we'll see. But the Eagles restructure. And then the other thing I want to talk about is Nick Foles, right? Nick Foles today had the greatest press conference ever, dude. He gets up there and he's talking his press conference and he's like with the Bears, right? And they're talking about the Colts. And he flat out didn't try to avoid talking about another team or anything like that. He's like, Frank Reich may be my favorite coach. Frank Reich would be my favorite coach. I would love that. He knows how to use me. He knows how I play. He knows all those kind of things. So of course I would love it and all stuff. But until then, I'll be slinging it with the third team. It was friggin' awesome. It was hilarious. You clearly could tell Nick Foles wants out of Chicago. He wants out of Chicago. And if I'm Frank Reich, I'm trading for Nick Foles. I think that would be a genius move on the Indianapolis Colts part. I don't think it would cost them a lot. I really don't. Will they do that? Maybe not. The only reason they wouldn't do that is because Carson wouldn't want it. That's the truth. So it was absolutely hilarious, though. Nick Foles, you gotta love the guy. He is the man. He is the man. But anyways, we'll see what the Colts do. It's going to be interesting. Eagles restructure. And with that said, I will be back tomorrow. I'll have a couple videos tomorrow and a live stream. So look for that. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. The Moses of YouTube needs a drink. That's right. I am the Moses of YouTube. I have saved so many people out of the block list. It is not even funny, okay? Mark Holmes had thousands upon thousands of Eagle fans blocked. We freed them all. I unblocked pretty much my whole entire block list. Cleared it out. All gone. Saved all those people. Undeservingly blocked because we have a traitor, a Judas in our midst. Then, Joey Shakes. He's got people getting blocked on his channel. He freed his channel. That was due to what I did. I got him to think about that. Bad Dog thought YouTube was malfunctioning and they were blocking people. He realized, no, this is much deeper. I've got a Judas in my midst. And he unblocked everybody. So Moses of YouTube unblocks, is responsible in some weird way, directly or indirectly. I'm responsible. I'm responsible for unblocking Mark Holmes' channel, Bad Dog channel, Joey Shake's channel, and Philly 500's channel. And we continue to come. Free my people, mother humpers.